Bless up with a U and a P, U for umbrella in phonetic terms, P for Papa in phonetic terms. I'm going to serve you up a little meditation, a little message, a little moment, a glimmer of light, a moment of compassion and understanding. And that's only the way you're going to feel about yourself, let alone the message I'm going to give you, okay? You're going to love yourself through this process. You're going to express and explore yourself. And this message does not come from me. I serve as a vehicle for the Most High that will present you or present me a message to translate. And in that translation, the real understanding will manifest via your fantastic infinite conscious mind. I've got the cards laid down. The card in question is this, okay? The Two of Swords, communication. Feminine in nature because it represents a degree of emotion with the water in the background. It's a duality of such because the swords represent the masculine as well. Although with the blindfold upon the eyes, one can't acknowledge the emotion and acknowledge the communication one must have, okay? You need to take a moment to think about the emotional undercurrent that exists within the communications between you and other people. You spend a lot of time listening to the words, but you don't listen to the tonality, and you don't listen or engage with what your intuition is telling you in relation to the emotional undercurrent, the sub-context of the communication. Words don't mean anything, okay? The way you feel means a lot, okay? And a man may disagree with that and say you're speaking in feminine terms. We think, we don't feel. That's completely fine. How about you think about the way things are going in your communications with that one person, that community, your workplace, that environment, your band members, your business partner. Think about what's really being said and why it's being said, okay? As I said, there's a duality here. So the swords represent the masculine communication, action, whereas the water represents the emotive values. The lady before you has the blindfold on because she is defending herself, okay, with the swords. The swords representing communication at this moment in time are just purely her defending her psyche on casting judgment upon the words. Well, he or she did just say that, so I assume they're telling the truth. But what you're blind to is the undercurrent and the sub-message of what's really being said. It may be an incredible benefit. You might think, oh, I wish that person liked me, but they're always mean to me, without paying attention to the non-verbal element of that communication. Okay? You need to pay attention, you need to observe, you need to take the blindfold off. This is not a negative message. This is a positive message because it exists, and you're missing the message, okay? My message to you is you're missing the third party's message, okay? Please pay attention to that. You won't believe what you start to uncover when you actually listen for that which isn't just the word. As I pull another card, I want you to leave an affirmation down into the comment section. It's going to ensure that you pay attention upon your communications from here on in when you listen before you speak. And the affirmation is going to be, I am aware, okay? You're not blinded anymore. Yeah, come to the light. Leave down in the comment section, I am aware. And the card I'm going to pull from there to correlate is the Queen of Wands, the master of her emotions, yes. We've got the wands, yes, representing ambition, fire, power. She holds a flower which is a representation of the vulva, believe it or not, the feminine genital area. That's what the flower represents, generally speaking, in symbolic terms. So what she is doing is showcasing a true, clear expression of the feminine. She is the queen, so she has an incredible degree of authority, and you need to tap into the emotional value, the feminine intuition, and what you will do is declare not only an authority and dominion over yourself, your control, your understanding, your communication, your momentum in positive communications and expressions. People will love you for that, and you will understand those who are both good for you and not necessarily good for you in your life. Okay, take the blindfold off and you'll acknowledge the crown upon your head. Yes, 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 yes. As you know how somebody is engaging with you, you know how to engage in return. Your transactional communications will just be incredible. You'll get what you want whenever you want, and people will understand you, because as you start to understand them, you will start to be able to be understood. Okay, there is always a duality, there is always transactional alignment here. And as I say that, I want you to click a like and subscribe if you haven't done so, because what you feed is what you get fed back. I'm signing out.